Hi, this is Richard Sleigh, and today I'd like to talk about woodshedding the hell out of the blues scale from holes 1 to 6. I am all about finding the things that you can practice that are easy to remember and super powerful and something that you can never do too many times. I believe that some of the best blues harmonica players out there have simply absorbed this particular scale on a level that's so deep that it's like conversational to them. And if you want to play blues, I think this is one of the areas that you can focus on. It's like find the 1% of the practices that you can do that you'll get the most out of, and instead of going, a mile wide and an inch deep, pick one thing and go super deep on it, and it will give you an understanding and just a fluency in blues that is hard to get any other way, in my opinion. So anyhow, what is the blues scale? First, here's the minor pentatonic scale in second position. Okay, and it's 5 notes, and the blues scale adds one more note, and it is a killer note. It is this note. So that note is the flat 5. So talking scale degrees, the minor pentatonic scale is 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1. Okay? The blues scale adds the flat 5. So it's 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, 1. Okay? If that sounds like gibberish to you, then forget about it and just continue listening. So here's the deal. If you play second position blues on the diatonic harmonica, this is one of the areas that absorbing this will give you that blues sound more than anything else that I'm aware of. So let's see. What I was doing at the beginning of this video was I just came up with a bass line that only used notes from that blues scale, and then was using it as a way of structuring a 12 bar to riff on. So this is a way of practicing the scale in context. Now, just back up a little bit. First, it's good to be able to play the scale up and down. And I like to do it that way. Start at the root on draw 2, go up, go down, all the way to the bottom of the harmonica and back up to the root. That way you practice the edges of where the scale is. Now, of course, you can play this scale on up the rest of the way of the harmonica, but you run into one really, for me, tough problem. So you have to play an overblow and an overdraw to do it. And I'm not going to live long enough to be able to do that fluently. So I'm not even trying. I'd rather focus on what already flows and then just get really, really good at it. So that's my strategy and advice. So how you embed this scale, playing it up and down. Another way to make it a game is to use a metronome. And I count on the 2 and 4. 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you can use that as a way to measure your progress. You know, how fast can you do it? 4, 1, 2. Yeah, you get the idea. And once that gets easy, then the next step is start playing patterns, a triplet pattern. And get good at that. I have a ways to go on that myself. It's something I just really started digging into. But when you practice a triplet pattern, what it does is it forces you to learn how to attack the notes and the bends from all angles. I'm playing an A harmonica, by the way, key of A harmonica. This is an old beat-up Marine band. It's also not really in great tune, and I picked up this harmonica to also demonstrate that even if your harmonica isn't in like great shape, when you play the blues scale, it doesn't seem to matter as much. I remember seeing Buddy Guy in Philly one time, and he was playing this awesome solo, and at one point he puts in this chord, and the chord is like wildly out of tune. And it was it was very interesting because, you know, when you're playing these blue notes and you're playing all these microtonal shades of pitch, you get into a different world where concert pitch just isn't that important. So anyhow, what I was doing is just a way of jamming with myself. Okay, that's a 5-4-1 intro, and then I go into the Now, when you first start doing this, you're probably going to have to play the bass line a lot and then just sneak out of it a little bit and then come back to the bass line. That way you stay grounded. But it's a way to practice the structure and the scale within the structure at the same time. So anyhow, I hope that gives you some ideas on how to woodshed on the blues scale. And if you do this a whole lot, like obsessively, for a couple of months, I dare you to record yourself jamming with a, like record yourself along with a jam track, and then put that away, and then come back 2 months later, go back to the same jam track, and record yourself jamming along with it, and I'll bet you'll be very surprised at the progress you've made. Okay, so anyhow, that's my soapbox for the day on the blues scale, and I'm going to put together some notes and some tab and some more things relevant to this. You will be able to find it at rsleigh.com real soon. I haven't done it yet, but it'll be in there. So anyhow, I'll be back soon with another video on more things to work on. Thanks a lot.